White sandy beaches, miles of bike paths, delicious seafood, golf courses, and your occasional alligator can all be found in one place. The place is Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, and it's your perfect destination for couples looking for a romantic getaway or families looking for someplace with tons to do with kids. Voted #1 island in America by Conde Nast travelers in 2023, Hilton Head Island has it all and is definitely a place to add to your bucket list if you've never been. Welcome to the Savvy Sightseer, the channel that helps you travel savvy. Getting to Hilton Head is actually quite easy. If you are flying into Hilton Head, the easiest airport to fly into is the Savannah International Airport in Georgia, which is located just about an hour drive away. The drive itself is lovely. There's flat roads lined by these gorgeous moss-laden oaks and nature-filled marshes where you can see all sorts of things and even an occasional dolphin. Once on the island, you have several choices for accommodations. You can rent a house, a condo, or stay at one of the many resorts on the island. We stayed at the Sonesta Resort, which I will detail in a later video, so make sure to subscribe to my channel so you're notified when that video is up. Now, let's talk about what there is to do on Hilton Head. It might be easier to say what there isn't to do. There's so much happening on this island, you can find yourself busy the whole time. But one of the best things and most popular things to do is relax and enjoy the beach. With 12 miles of white sandy beaches, it's hard not to make this the main attraction. If you stay at a resort on the beach like we did, you will have the best and easiest access. We saw people driving and walking, hauling these massive amounts of beach gear. We never had to go through all of that with the convenience of our resort, allowing us to walk right from our room through the resort and right onto the beach. The ocean water here was warm and fun to play in for the kids. The beaches themselves are going to be extremely busy during the summer months, so be prepared for large crowds. And if you don't want to deal with as many people, coming in the fall can be a great time and it's still extremely beautiful. One really cool thing about these beaches is that the sand is pretty compact and you can ride your bikes on it. Speaking of bikes, another popular thing to do on Hilton Head is to go on bike rides. With more than 60 miles of leisure pathways winding you through moss-covered oaks, golf courses, and past alligators resting near ponds, bike riding is definitely something you will want to make some time for. This is probably the best way to take in the island. Even if you are traveling from afar like we did, there are companies all over the island in which you can rent bikes. We rented our bikes the day prior to our arrival, and the company delivered them the very next morning. They also picked them up the day we left, making the whole experience so easy. We rented our bikes from Cross Island Bike Rentals and could not have been happier with our experience. If you are able to transport your bikes or you're staying within Sea Pines, this is a great part of the island to bike around. But even if you aren't staying here, you should take some time to check it out. Sea Pines is a 5,000-acre resort community located right within Hilton Head Island. Now, if you aren't staying here, you have to pay a gate fee of $9 to get in to access the amenities such as the restaurants, shops, and Harbor Town, including the Harbor Town Lighthouse Museum. If you eat at any of the Sea Pine Resort restaurants, you can get this fee reimbursed if your check is over $30. But even without visiting these attractions, the drive through the community is stunning. As someone born and raised in the Pacific Northwest, the moss-covered oaks never got old to me, and this area was filled with them. As we drove through this community, I could tell why this is one of the most popular areas to stay on Hilton Head Island. Not only are there the most beautiful homes, but also just the bike paths are so beautiful. When we went to Sea Pines, it was not to ride bikes. We couldn't transport them because we didn't have the ability to do so. But we went mainly to check out the iconic Harbor Town Lighthouse. Its red and white stripes are often the first thing equated with Hilton Head for many. When visiting the lighthouse, there is a fee of $6.25 per person, and it is free for kids under 5. Now, you can take the 114 steps up the 90-foot lighthouse, and you will be greeted with spectacular views of Hilton Head from high above. The lighthouse itself is actually a museum, and as you ascend and descend the stairs, you get a Hilton Head history lesson. And if you are really into golf like my husband is, the history of Hilton Head and golf is actually quite fascinating. If you have kids with you, and even if you don't, a great place to go is the Coastal Discovery Museum. This was actually one of the highlights of our trip with our kids, and as an adult, I truly loved it. This 70-acre property includes all sorts of exhibits, such as a butterfly enclosure, Venus flytraps, a boardwalk extending out to Jarvis Creek, gardens, and so much more. You learn all about the local wildlife in a very immersive way. What I loved about this place was that they provided the kids with a scavenger hunt, which upped the interest level. My kids wanted to walk the whole place so they could finish this scavenger hunt, despite the temperatures being above 90 degrees and we were in pure humidity. Another thing I loved was the quintessential southern landscape. The giant oaks covered in the moss, to the boardwalks leading out to the marshes, and the old historic home. I knew I was in the South and surrounded by the charm only the South can truly provide. The whole experience is basically self-guided and free, although you can leave a donation. After our time there, when we came back to the gift shop so our kids could return their scavenger hunts for a prize, we donated money because it was so worth it. And at the very top of my list of things you must do on Hilton Head is you have to get ice cream. All the ice cream we had while in the South was amazing, but the ones we had on Hilton Head were the best. My favorite was from Hilton Head Ice Cream. I had the brownie cheesecake, and I've never had ice cream so good in my entire life. We also went to another popular ice cream place called the Ice Cream Cone, located in Cligney Plaza, serving ice cream on Hilton Head since 1971. It was also very good. Beyond ice cream, Hilton Head is filled with all sorts of great and fun dining options. It's a must to go out and experience the local cuisine while visiting the island. Not only do these restaurants feature many local seafood dishes, they are often located with stunning backdrops of the water. Now make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can check out my video I'll be posting about the places to eat while on the island. If you find yourself on Hilton Head in the summer, you could very likely experience thunderstorms and lightning. And honestly, I hope you do get to experience them both if you go to Hilton Head. If you are from a part of the country where thunder and lightning is not a regular occurrence like I am, then seeing it here is really special. My whole family was captivated by the storm we watched from the safety of our hotel room. My son said it was the coolest thing he had ever seen. It really was spectacular to watch nature show off in such a dramatic way. Although we didn't get a chance to do this while on Hilton Head, I can't mention things to do on the island without mentioning playing golf. With more than 26 championship golf courses on the island, it's definitely a must if you are a golfer. They are everywhere and really impossible to miss. Like I said, there is so much to do on Hilton Head Island, and I didn't even cover it all. Whether you're a beach lover, golfer, biker, foodie, or lover of arts and culture, Hilton Head has something for everyone and a reason it's one of the best islands in America. Thank you for joining me and letting me share with you the best things to do on Hilton Head Island. Make sure to hit subscribe so you can see more of my videos to help inspire your next travel destination and to help you travel savvy.